我叫黄怡然，我来自中国上海，就这样。Ik ben Helen, ik kom uit China. Ik ben geboren in de stad genaamd Shanghai. Shanghai ligt in het oosten van China. Het is de grootste stad van China en een van 3 grootste metropolen ter wereld. Nederland is 5 keer zo groot als Shanghai, maar Shanghai heeft 2 keer zoveel inwoners als Nederland.
Helen is a 25-year-old woman who lives and works in the Netherlands for 1 year now. Before, she already studied electrical engineering in Vlissingen, but went back to China to get her master's degree. To get to know her better, we decided to play a self-made game with her. The game consists of serious and fun questions.
Can you describe what your job was in China and what you do in the Netherlands at the moment?
I didn't work in China before, so I studied here and it's my first job.
But how did you then get this job?
When I was studying in the Netherlands, we have to do our graduation project and you have to search for Dutch companies.
Mm-hmm.
Then by that time I know van Landen. So when I'm totally graduate, I start to find a job here. So I searched their website and they said it's like a traineeship. You first work 1.5 years here, then you go back to China. It's like you learn the knowledge and the skills from the headquarters of Hong, then you go back and work for the Chinese customer center.
Oh, okay. And do you have like a different, you didn't work in China?
But it's quite a different. The Chinese office is more quiet, but here it's more easygoing. And in Chinese office, you have a very clear sense of hierarchy. You don't just call your manager by his first name, but here you can even call your CEO by his first name. So there's a very here the sense of hierarchy is less.
Yeah.
The clearest sense of hierarchy within the Chinese workspace is an example of higher power distance in China.
I want to know how to say one beer. Oh yeah, I want to order a beer.
I want a beer, yeah. You want a beer ice cold?
Just
beer. Beer is 啤酒.
啤酒.
Ice cold beer is like 冰啤酒.
冰啤酒.
Very nice. So if you want something, I want an ice cold beer is like 我要一瓶.
我要一瓶
冰啤酒.
冰啤酒.
Very nice.
我要
一瓶
啤酒.
If you have children, what would be the criteria for the future husband or wife?
I think he has to be, like I said, very internationally. He cannot just stick in a small place. And he has to be financially stable, but if they're also like the same age and they all just start with their own job is also fine. I cannot speak from a parent point of view.
What's your criteria for
My criteria?
Do you have boyfriends?
No, not now. Like I said, taller. I didn't have a very specific nationality, but preferably a Chinese people, then we can finally live together because I'm not going to stay here forever. Yeah. But
so
maybe
you do want to go back to China?
Yes. But maybe a Dutch person also wants to go to China, but it's very
Not fight, I think.
Yes. It's hard to ask a person to abandon all his roots and go with you.
Yeah.
The criteria for Helen's husband is an example of long-term orientation because she's already thinking about her future by going back to China, which is typical for China because China is a high long-term orientated country.
Draw the Netherlands.
Do you know how the Netherlands look?
I don't.
And also indicate where we live, where you live.
You live here. She live here. You live here. I live here.
It's we will show it. Can you see it? So close. So guys, this is the Netherlands. We I live here.
I think that's
Helen lives here and Veerle lives here.
It's like
If two people are equally qualified for a job position, would the physical appearance or sexual preferences influence the choice in China?
Yes, I think so. If one looks very, it depends on the job. If it's a salesperson, then it has to be look a little bit better because he or she has to deal with the customer. If it's an engineer, then you don't care how he or she looks like because he's doing the programming at the company every day. I think people will have a preference, but they don't show it. Of course, you want some people you feel comfortable looking at him or her.
But if it's a very good-looking male and a very good-looking female, who would they choose?
Yes, I think then their chances are higher.
Yeah, but
What did it
A male and a female. Like you said, when I was interviewing, they would ask me like, are you going to get married soon, and those kind of things. And if you go to the Netherlands, were you not considering coming back? Yeah. For the female, they have more concern than male.
Okay.
They will think you will find a boyfriend here and set your roots here.
Yeah.
The small preference for hiring a male because it takes less concerns is an example of masculinity. In the Netherlands, it's not even socially accepted to ask a woman about her future plans.
Joe, my favorite Dutch meal.
yeah, good luck.
I don't have a favorite Dutch meal.
You don't like Dutch food at all.
No,
Don't you? Not
Do
even
you
like
think?
pannenkoeken?
Nee.
Nee, you don't. Do you like stamppot?
Stamppot? What
Boom,
is stamppot?
But you don't like bread either, so.
You know,
Okay,
the-
no,
No, no.
And
En
I love bitterballen.
bitterballen.
Bitterballetje.
Serious question.
Are people in China more open or less open to foreigners than people in the Netherlands?
I think in their heart they want to be open, but restricted by the language. Not everyone in China can speak English.
Yeah.
So if they are communicating with foreign people, it's very difficult. Only the people between 20 and 40, they can speak good English, but not that good.
Yeah.
But they are very friendly to foreign people, I would say, yes.
And you notice any difference between how
Yeah.
we?
Or how they approach
Yeah.
people?
I think if a foreigner in China approaches to a Chinese, they first will get a little bit scared because they don't know how to communicate and they find them look different. But here it's just like normal. If I go to a store, they go to a market, they just treat me as a normal person. Only they first start to speak Dutch, then they find out I cannot understand, then they switch to English and it's totally fine.
Yeah.
And they are more interested in foreign people. They will ask about you, about your background, and what are you doing here. It's very friendly here.
Despite the fact that Chinese people can't always help foreigners because of the language barrier, they always want to help you. This shows the collectivism in China.
In de ziegerij, just turn naast, liggen nog heen. Waar iemand hoog en iemand stoot.